Hello, it's such a delight to see you here at the Venice Film Festival for BROKEBAck Mountain. It's the kind of movie, well, it's based on a book, but it also, doesn't fall into the traps of sentimentality, of over-the-top emotions, and I'm sure you worked very hard on that. Was it easy to achieve?
Uh, I don't particularly think that way. Nothing is easy. I think the hardest thing is it's not a novel, it's a short story. It's only 30 pages long, a great 30 pages. When you expand it into a realistic looking movie, you'll find that first it's a short epics. It's made of many short scenes, but then it's 20 years later you have to feel epic, and when you see the landscape it has to be perfect. You sort of pull in different ways, so that's challenging. And also the most important theme is missing, the affection of love, the taste of love. He realized that only he passed it. So that's another hard thing to do, I think, in this particular material. From a filmmaker's point of view, it should look easy, but it's hard to do because you're doing something about missing.
Yeah, exactly, about lives and what lives could have been
and the
if they were
space and
led.
intimacy, it sort of work against each other, but it makes it so interesting to me.
Yeah, I thought it was also interesting that, you directed it in the sense that the intimacy was very theatrical. It was very, the actors there, the drama there in your face, as opposed to the big landscape kinds of scenes. How much do you enjoy that, being able to coordinate both?
It's enjoyable. You're out there. The hard thing is dealing with weather conditions, a lot of traveling. So logistically, it's difficult. But in some ways, this is in American Western tradition. I found when they use the big Western landscape as a backdrop of drama, and Americans did it very well. Although we're not doing Western, but we're still in the big landscape.
Yes, absolutely.
It's free. It's grand and free, luckily. But when you put people there, they're very small. It's anti-drama. But when you get in, it's very private.
Yeah.
I like to use that. My heart is with drama. Whether it's a smaller space or big space or people flying the bamboo, it's about human feelings and the need for each other that I'm interested in. For this one, the macho world, Mother Nature, animals, and the macho culture, which is in some ways barrier for their connection
and life.
But at the same time, it's ultimately privacy. Anything they feel, they have no words for it. It's private. It's special. It makes it so romantic. So impossibly romantic.
Yeah, that's true. That makes it very touching, actually. And also, on that topic, the landscape is what controls their lives in the sense of how they lead it, the macho landscape you were talking about. How much did it influence you guys on the set, being in that backdrop?
Logistically, it's difficult. But you're in no man's land. It's very enjoyable. As a human being, you're there. You're creating a thing. It's very exciting. I cannot say exciting because it's mostly serene. It's just wonderful. It's too bad we have to check time and see if we'll make our schedules work. But I really enjoy being there and making the movie. It feels like the character is very private. The difficulty make it prohibitive, which helps to gear up the need for emotion. And you have to carefully frame them, because in some ways the camera is much smaller than what our eyes can see. When you're taking a great atmosphere, you need many shots, you need wide angle, but then you lost people in there. So I have to make a lot of precise choices, because once you're up there, you have very limited time to do your thing. Yeah.
Well, talking about limited time, there's you and the two main actors, Heath and Jake. Most of the time together, the three of you, because they were so pivotal to the story. How much do you express to them that this is a 20-year-old story within a 2-hour movie, and they have to understand the whole emotion that came through?
As actors, they only have to be precise on the moment they live in. They don't know what's happened 20 years, 10 years down the road. They don't have to know the structure. They only have to know and very focused on the moment they live in. The past has some impact on them only in the decision makings. They don't even have to know that much. They just have to be really focused on what's happened on the set. I have to remind them they cannot see themselves, what makeup or hair, different hairstyle put on them, the way they carry themselves, where they put their voices. We make charts, like the woman here do. We make charts. This is how much time. What are the missing things from last scene to here? What happened in the last 3 to 5 years? They have to feel in the details, the way they carry themselves. They have to be conscious about that and forget about that. Be very precise. I have the third eye for that. So this is one of the major tasks that we do it. Because from 20 years is a very subtle change on people. 2 or 3 years is certainly even more subtler. So among the big landscape which never change, there's subtle change in people.
Is it a big challenge when you're taking, actors that are as young as them to make them feel like they're 40-year-old?
Not really if they're good actors. Good actor, well, they can play pregnant woman if they want to, because they're good and talented. And sometimes as an older person, I experienced that change in life, and I can remind them.
Well, as with most of your movies, there's always award potential attached, and there is award buzz on this one. How do you feel about the whole idea of awards?
Awards? It helped when I was younger, when I started out, especially the Golden Bear in Berlin. It really put me on the map, boost my career, and allowed me to do the movies whatever the movie I wanted to make. And after a while, I just go with the flow, whatever. I think the most important thing for me is I do the things I like. I love everyone that I work with. I cannot, like you're watching the movie as a story. It's just patches of flashbacks. It is my life. It's like diary from my life. So they don't really make sense or anything. They don't make a complete stories. Awards is the same way. They come and go. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't get it. Maybe some 26-year-old young filmmaker beat you on the spot. I don't know. You just have to go with the flow. I start to more and more enjoy it because I'm more relaxed. I think less about reputation, more about the fun of making a movie. And hopefully if people liked it, they come with enthusiasm. I feel like make some connection with people. That's good enough for me. The rest, just go with the flow, I guess.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you so much. Nice to see you.